Yeah, we'll get going soon here. I don't want to start till I'm certain it's going, because sometimes, because of the interaction between the OBS studio and the YouTube delay, it'll just say it's going live and then buffer for like a minute. So
Yeah, I've had that happen to me.
yeah, so the viewers will probably be hearing us talk right now, maybe not, depending on the lag.
Mhm.
But I think we should be certainly going live in just a minute.
All right,
Says we're
we got
live. We're
everything
probably live, but who really
more or less.
knows? Okay, we're definitely live. Awesome. Hello, everybody. It's time for Wo-Chien Part 2. Last time Wo-Chien did pretty well. We definitely did encounter some issues. Wasn't the best team we've ever built, and but it was a lot of fun. And there were some requests to do a collab, and I thought we'd bring in the expert on Wo-Chien, Moxie Boosted, to do some laddering here. So thank you very much for joining, Moxie Boosted.
Hi, happy to be here. I'm not sure how great Wo-Chien's gonna do in singles, considering U-turns like third, fourth best move in the game here, but it should probably be interesting.
Oh yeah, but we're ready for that. We got the helmet Garchomp for the U-turners. And
Hmm.
for those of you that don't know, Moxie Boosted has got a YouTube channel discussing a lot of mostly competitive, some more casual Pokemon stuff as well, focused primarily on VGC. So definitely check that out. You can just click in the title the @Moxie Boosted, and it'll take you right to the channel. So yeah, definitely take a look at that.
Elaborate why you delayed due to the validity of the situation. We delayed because I stayed up until 6 a.m. watching Squid Game season 3. By the way, while I'm not a big fan of the ending, I will let you know. And also because of that I woke up pretty late and I was up on time, but I had to feed my cat.
So speaking of Squid Games, there's this Tentacruel here and the first thing I want to do today is remove this Tentacruel. So last time, it wasn't bad. I basically, in this slot for Tentacruel, we had two options. We were basically saying, okay, it's either going to be a Tentacruel or an Iron Treads. And then we tried Tentacruel, because I figure Iron Treads is not going to suck. So I wanted to give Tentacruel a try, because if it sucks, then we can change it. And unfortunately, suck is exactly what it did. It did not. There was one moment, I think, when I was like, oh, we can kill this Kyurem. And then I realized that Tentacruel couldn't deal. It did like mid-20s to a Kyurem with Sludge Bomb. And that's when I said, okay, I can't use this Pokemon. It's too weak. So we're going to be moving it out for an Air Balloon Iron Treads. My personal favorite set on this, just Rapid Spin, EQ, Knockoff, and Ice Spitter. Max Speed, Jolly, Max Attack. And I typically go Terra Ghost, so it can kind of be an impromptu spin blocker there.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's the first change. We had some other issues. One was against Zamazenta, so I wanted to go Covert Cloak on Goldengo and Shadow Ball over Hex, just so we can reliably break Substitute on Zama, and we don't get defense dropped by Crunch. So I don't know how familiar you are with Zamazenta. I guess I don't know if that's a thing in VGC, but in singles, it runs Iron Defense, Body Press, Crunch, and then like Roar Substitute or something like that.
In VGC, it's effectively the same, but we have Big Zamazenta, and it runs Wide Guard over Crunch and Body Press Heavy Slam, or like Iron Defense Body Press.
I have no idea what Wide Guard does. Is that like...
Blocks spread moves. So like when you're dealing with like
Oh.
Precipice Blades, Origin Pulse, Eruption,
Mhm.
you can just block it entirely if you have a Wide Guard mon.
Okay, will that block Earthquake as well? Because that hits multiple? Or is that not what a spread
Yeah.
move is?
No, spread move is anything that hits multiple.
Okay.
If it whether it be both Pokemon on the other side of the field or like the entire field.
Good to know. See, guys, I'm learning. BGC. All right. So I think that's about it. I think we're pretty much ready to get into a game. We're going to try.
Do you mind screen sharing the team builder? Because right now my view of your team builder is entirely through the stream, and there's a bit of a delay. So.
Oh, yeah. Let me actually. I can just send you this Pokepaste here, so you'll have it.
Okay, cool. Leech
Awesome.
Seed protect, sub knockoff.
Yeah, but I can just search and it'll pop up for both of us. So I'll search and we'll get into game 1 here.
All right, there we go.
We're loading one up right now. So yeah, as I said, there were definitely some issues last time, but let's see. Okay, HF. Let's get going here. So honestly, Wo-Chien is looking not bad here. It's pretty good against Dragonite, most Dragonite. Good against Tusk. Tusk don't actually run fighting coverage that often.
Yeah. Wait,
And-
really? They don't drop? They dropped like CC?
Yeah, they usually just run, so they'll run Rapid Spin, Headlong Rush, and Ice Spinner like 99% of the, well, not actually, but like almost all the time they run those 3. And then last,
Yeah.
Stealth Rock and Knockoff are more common than Close Combat.
Yeah, and I suppose worst case scenario, if it is close combat, you should tank at least one. So.
Oh yeah, Wo-Chien eats no problem. There's also, the only removal here is Tusk. So I'm thinking probably getting up hazards should be one of our first priorities, but I feel like a Darkrai lead is very likely. So I honestly just want to start off with Scizor here so we can click U-turn on Darkrai.
Yeah, I don't hate that. You can just immediately. I mean, even if
Okay,
it, yeah, there's
perfect.
Darkrai,
So
you just
if
beat
it's like
Darkrai.
Specs, Terra, Dark Balls, we die. If it's Wisp, that sucks, but you can't, you can't live in fear. Okay, awesome. So we U-turn. Ooh, very nice critical hit. Let's calc that. I don't know. Do you have calc decks?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, well I will be supplying the info today. Okay, that is I think max HP, but not defensive at all. Yeah, so that U-turn, yeah, that's max HP but not defensive.
So likely just fast.
Yeah, probably just fast, honestly. We could go directly into Garchomp, even though that'll eat an Ice Spinner, it just does so much. But I probably would rather go Wo-Chien here. I think we can just get started and just click Leech Seed. And now we can sub, and we can begin. Oh yeah, look, absolutely
I was gonna say,
zero.
like, doesn't Rapid Spin actually remove seeds?
It does, but it does like
Okay.
0 to Wo-Chien, so we can
Oh
just
yeah,
reset
then we're
them.
fine. So you can just reset
And
it every
yeah,
turn.
I'd say here we probably just want to leech again. I mean, yeah, there
Yeah.
we go.
And then next turn you have
Dragonite
a free
comes in.
knock.
Exactly. Wo-Chien already putting in the work. The other thing is that Tusk is now so chipped that we can just set up hazards with Garchomp.
Oh, there we
You
go.
probably know about this interaction. Oh, that did a lot too. Yeah, we can just keep clicking. Yeah, so if you Rapid Spin and you die as you Rapid Spin, you don't remove. So if, like the helmets and Rough Skin on Garchomp, if Tusk clicks Rapid Spin on that, it will not get the removal if it dies. I know, I figured you'd probably know, but I know hazards aren't that big in VGC. Okay, we're
All right.
facing our first challenge this game.
What's the common set on Premier Arena in this format? Is it like Life Orb or is it like Calm Mind?
I've never seen Life Orb. I think the most common is probably Assault Vest or Heavy Duty Boots pivoting, like Flip Turn,
Gotcha.
Moonblast, Psychic Noise, that kind of thing. Some of them do run like Leftovers Calm Mind as well, though.
Do we lose any momentum by going straight into Golden Go?
I don't think we do. I'd say that's the move. Okay, so we see that this then is going to be, this is one of the scary sets, because we can't really deal with this that well. We can, I'm pretty sure, break with Shadow Ball here, and I think we just want to paralyze this immediately is the play. So we can break, and then we can just throw off a T-Wave, which will make it a lot harder for this thing to substitute on us. So it's not
you should
trying
still take
to
at least
boost.
one.
Sorry, what was that?
Psychic Noise. I was gonna say you should still take at least one hit from here because like most of its like attacks aren't like super strong other than Moonblast.
Oh yeah, for sure. I almost wonder, here's the crazy thing. We could actually go into Wo-Chien here.
I mean, if they're just gonna go for the water move, because Psychic Noise is water type, right? So yeah, I guess you could just go into Wo-Chien, and then you have like a free Leech Seed, and then they can't really like do anything into you.
If they sub or D-Kiss, though, we're kind of cooked. So it's probably not the best decision. I feel like we can just get some damage off here, go for Make It Rain. I don't think Goldengo's that important this game. And yeah, that's solid damage.
Yeah, my concern is that they could just start setting up on you at this point.
Yeah, part of me wants to just go hard Scizor to block that. The scary thing being, if we get Psychic Noise on the switch. But I think Scizor can live 1, so I feel like we just do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and we get a Fortunate Para. We
Nice.
might actually be able to Terra with Bullet Punch and just completely, like, flat out kill here. But depending on the set, that might not work. So probably we just click regular Bullet Punch. And that's actually really fortunate that we did that much damage, because we did not bring it into Torrent. That could have been bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if it's Calm Mind, it's probably gonna eat a Bullet Punch anyways, even if you like Terra. But I mean, now is like not a terrible time to Terra, is it? Do they run?
Yeah, well, this is. Oh, so the problem is we actually don't kill, because we learned earlier this thing's bulky. We do not kill here. We could go directly into Chomp and just double down though.
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't Ice Spinner here.
Yeah, I mean, and even if they do, we don't die.
Yeah, Headlong Rush.
Based on that damage, I actually... Okay, Ice Spinner will kill, but I think we just let it go. Like, Garchomp does not seem... I guess it's kind of good for Raging Bolt, but we have, like, a whole Wo-Chien and Iron Treads still totally healthy. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, double down is fine. Our D-Knight is looking really good in this endgame.
Yeah, there's not much they can do about it right now.
But I feel like this is just Wo-Chien
Is there any...
time.
Well, actually, is there any downside to just going... Could you not just go Treads right here? Because it's like... It's kind of neutral into everything that like could come out.
The problem would be Darkrai. I feel like they're going to go into Darkrai because of how free Treads is, and I want to keep it healthy. And also keep its Air Balloon intact, because that might help with Dragonite.
That's fair.
So let's see. We can bring in... Yeah, there's the Rye. Sludge Bomb, we eat that here. We don't love it, but we eat it just fine. So, okay, like that's honestly really not the end of the world. I feel like a switch is kind of likely here.
I think you just double leech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. There we go. And that's not booster energy. That's really weird.
Yeah. So knock is just fine here then.
It might be. I'm worried it's going to be like choice specs or something. Because we don't outspeed here, probably. I think I want to protect and see... Because I'm thinking it's got to be choiced, is my thought process. But then, and like a Specs Draco would blow us up.
I mean, I don't think Specs Draco would one-shot Wo-Chien from this range.
See.
I mean, the only thing is, like, I think it would 2-hit KO, and since we're burned, I don't think we can stall it out to the point where we don't get 2-hit KO'd.
Yeah, no, you're right. Specs Draco does not have a chance to kill here. It brings us down to like 10, but it doesn't kill us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we can just knock. Okay, awesome. We remove the Dragonite. Let's see what that is. Just boots, but so if we set rocks, that could be big. I think we just leech. Okay, we get Encore. Encore means it's probably not extreme speed.
So Scissor's not bad.
Scissor's not bad, but if we switch it in and it dies, that would not be good. I think we can go.
They're loaded dice scale shot, right? Usually.
Not on Boots set, yeah, because this one. Okay. So let's go Treads. Okay, we could Rapid Spin here, but that'd be a little greedy. I'm just going. Oh my gosh, we get low kicked. Yeah, so D-Knight is just so chaotic in this format. You never know what it'll do. It's
the covered man. It's the covered man.
I hate it so much. But we can go into our. Oh, but that's probably so. It's probably Terra Ghost is what that tells me. We can go Scizor here, and I guess we just Bullet Punch now. So that will not kill it, but it'll bring it really close.
Can Wo-Chien not just come out here and then you can click the Terra on the Aerial Ace?
Or on the low kick, I think. Well, but we probably want Terra Normal to finish the game with D-Knight. So I think we just knock here regularly and kill it.
Yeah, you should live. If it's not running Aerial Ace, then it's just low kick. Like Wo-Chien doesn't get one shot.
Oh yeah, we definitely live. None of these run Aerial Ace. Is that a thing in VGC?
Okay. Yeah, people run Aerial Ace in VGC.
That's insane. Why? That's like the worst move ever, isn't it?
It is, but when you're running Dragonite, it's like just what is the other option? I guess dueling.
Terra Blast flying, kind of.
Yeah. The only thing is we also like at Terra Normals.
Okay, I think we just protect here.
Do they run Plot in this format?
They do, and it just did click that.
Oh shit.
But okay.
Sorry,
here,
I looked away for a second.
I think we can just go Goldengo here. Because if we Terra Poison, I think we die to Dark Pulse.
Yeah, and then I guess you could just send it in range of Dragonite, and then you're fine, right?
Yeah, because we got Terra Normal E speed on that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Sack Golden Go, Terra Normal E
Now
speed, you
we're
just win.
definitely fine. We're definitely fine because here we can go. I don't think Dragonite kills just yet with Terra Normal. Actually, it does. Yeah, Dragonite. If it's no bulk Darkrai, I don't think we've hit it, so it's probably safer. We can go Wo-Chien first, Tect one more time to get the guaranteed chip, and then we can just go D-Knight. Terra Normal
Mhm.
E-Speed, and we should be in a good spot.
And we are. Wait, what's our item on DNet again?
We're Boots, so
Oh, okay, yeah, we're
we'll have
fine. So we keep
multi-scale
multi-scale.
intact, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that was my
It could be
concern.
Terra Ghost here, at which point we're in trouble. But
It is what it is.
it's Terra Ghost. I think, yeah, I think that's game.
And their Wisp.
Okay,
Is
well,
that
hold
normal?
up.
Is Wisp plot Ice Beam Dark Pulse normal for Dragon or for Darkrai?
No, this is not a common set, but you know, it happens.
Yeah. I don't even think. I mean, you get clapped here.
Yeah, we click EQ, hope for a critical hit. Because
Yeah,
clap here
hope.
would be, yeah, clap there would have been a throw because we could have double E-speeded, but unfortunate. GG. Okay, let's think. Was there anything? I think what really was I guess the mistake that game was just letting Treads die. Maybe just should have gone hard Scizor. Yeah, like Treads dying there was obviously huge, but at the same time, heavy duty boots, low kick Dragonite is not common. But I think maybe we just chalk that up to a Dragonite moment and move on.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where it fell apart. So.
Yeah, I that's like one Pokemon I seriously want banned. I know like in VGC, sweepers are so much, I guess, maybe not easier to deal with, but like less.
They're just predictable. Like the sets are determined more or less.
Yeah, well, you guys have open team sheets as well for Terra, right?
Yeah, but even on like closed team sheet, like some of our most dangerous Pokemon, they're like the easiest to determine their moveset, right? It's just items. So like on Calyrex Shadow, if it's choice specs or focus sash is like one of the few times where you go, okay, this is a legitimate time where I either get one shot or I don't and I win. And I have no way of telling. So you just kind of have to like play super defensively, and that's why Incineroar is so common, right? It's like, okay, switch in the Incineroar because it never gets one shot.
Yeah.
Figure out the damage on my Incineroar, decide what item it is, and then play accordingly. It's mostly the support moves in VGC that are like the I have no idea what they have, so I might lose, right? So it's like weird stuff like whether the Grimmsnarls fake out or whether the Incineroar has like Flare Blitz or just pure dark. It's like the support mons that really make the difference.
That's interesting. I guess that makes sense though. And you've also got like random stuff like Ally Switch and other wacky business.
Yeah. Luckily, Ally Switch isn't too common anymore just because they got rid of it on like half the Pokemon this gen.
Okay, so in this matchup, where Wo-Chien is terrible. I mean, at least on preview, a grass type with good Fizz Def and Regenerator is the absolute worst thing for a knock leech Wo-Chien.
Yeah.
But Hazard Stack does look really good. Our opponent actually kind of hates them here. Garchomp looks
U-turn
amazing.
also. U-turn's going like triple platinum in this match. Like Scissor's
yeah.
just totally safe in most interactions.
I feel like the lead's probably just going to be either Tyranitar or Dio Speed, so I think we just start Scizor again. You can just click U-turn
Yeah,
here.
U-turn always safe.
Awesome. There we go.
Tyranitar, how often is it running like fire coverage and a lot of speed in this format?
Like, I've never seen it do that.
Okay, then you're fine.
If we get hit by a fast fire punch here, I will be absolutely shocked. Yeah, also this team really struggles on the special side. Like you've got a Corviknight, Hydrapple, and Zama. Oh, wow, and they just said, "You know what? I don't
Take
like
it.
my
They said
T-Tar.
take it.
I've always hated
I mean-
sand." Wow.
I mean, that makes I'm trying to figure out how that even changes like what mon could come out here. I guess Golden goes a little safer, but they're just gonna go
Yeah.
drill.
Yeah, which
And
like
if we
I
go
guess
drill-
gives
well,
us
actually-
our Garchomp an intro, but
You-
that's
You could go Golden Go baiting Excadrill and then just like double into Wo-Chien since yeah.
I think that's the
Because then
move.
Wo-Chien's like fine. Because like then that forces them to switch. You go for a free Leech Seed. Because I would imagine into Wo-Chien they'd probably want to go into either Hydrapple or Zama, right? And if
Yeah,
it's
I'd
Zama, you just
say-
get the free Leech.
Hydrapple is almost certainly. I mean, in both cases, I think knockoff's just the better mid ground here. I think that's going to cover
Oh, true.
more.
Sorry,
But
I forgot
it
that your Zama
depends.
can't run the rusted shield, so knockoff's always correct.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's and if it SD'd there, I might have gone for Leech because I'd be worried about it staying in. But since it just clicked Ironhead, knockoff is totally free here. There we go. And
these
Rocky
AV.
Helmet. That's really something. I haven't seen that. That's also let's we can check the damage on that. That's like a max defense Hydrapple. Yeah, like that is max bolt. So okay, good to know, I guess. We can probably go just Goldango here. I mean, one thing is we don't want to let Goldango get too weak or we'll lose to Zamazenta.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in all likelihood, they're just going to click, like, a dragon move
Yeah.
here. Like, they're not going to click Earth Power into
Actually,
Wo-Chien.
we can just do the free U-turn thing and Scizor is perfect.
Oh, yeah, free U-turn.
Even with
Possible Pair of Poison or
Scizor
something,
being
right?
super bulky. Yeah, but like that's the great thing about U-turn, you know. It
Doesn't
covers
matter.
that. And
All right,
okay, we see
helmet.
no helmet,
Helmet, yes
which
or
is
no?
nice. So yeah,
Nice.
it's hazard time for sure. Oh, clicking U-turn. I don't know about that, buddy. I would have just switched, but
Jeez.
whew.
Nice 35% of your health take. Or, sorry. Yeah, 35.
Yeah, I wish the Hydrapple would just like die or something so Wo-Chien could sweep here, but opponents is so inconsiderate of my desire to sweep
And your
them with
time.
Wo-Chien.
Very inconsiderate of your time. Then again, we have the Wo-Chien. So.
Okay.
Does this guy get ice coverage?
It does, yeah, it gets Ice Beam.
Is Scizor not just still safe here?
I'm thinking so, yeah. Oh, Psycho Boost Eject Pack. That's pretty interesting.
That's pretty cool. Bro's got U-turn premium.
Yeah, for one time, but that's not bad. I think it probably is running superpower as well to do that. The same thing.
Just double coverage.
Corp. We
Um,
could knock it off here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Banded knockoff isn't terrible. I mean, Banded CC does not KO from this range, but I
No.
guess Banded knock just gets rid of some recovery on
Yeah,
them.
I mean I think that's going to wow.
Okay,
This
Bandit
is
CC actually would have KO'd.
Yeah, this is a full special defensive core, which we couldn't have known. I don't think we've hit this thing with an attack yet.
Yeah.
But I'd say we should just go chomp. We can do more hazards.
Yep.
And if it U-turns, it'll be great here. Okay, it didn't U-turn, but fine. I feel like we just spike, and then if it defogs, we set rocks again. Okay, it is defog. I figured it was worth checking. Why do you keep clicking U-turn, pal? Our opponent really wants to lose to Scizor. I see no reason not to go Scizor again.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
gonna run out of health eventually, but not yet. And it's
U-turn, man.
not like a max defense Hydrapple is really that scary to our Scizor.
no.
We could go insane and call out the Earth Power here and go for like a Dragon Tail, but that seems unnecessary. Okay, Draco, which is like fine. So we can't do this again, but I think we've used our Scizor well.
Yeah, go ahead and click that beautiful U-turn right there. My cat is being so whiny right now.
Yeah, your cat is. It sounds like it's absolutely flipping out, but
Yeah, basically, there's another cat in the house, and we have to keep them separated just to make sure that they can get used to each other before they can like meet properly, or they're going to fight. And he knows there's a cat outside the door, so he's just like, "Let me go see him. Let me go see him."
I see. Yeah, I've never had a cat or a dog, but I've definitely heard about the getting the cats acclimated idea before.
He should realize I'm not going to open the door and shut up within the next 5 minutes. I would guess.
Okay, so we're currently just haxing this Corviknight, which is pretty cool. One thing I realized, our team kind of can't touch Corviknight.
Yeah. We don't even have like a lot of neutral hits into it. At least like special neutral hits. Like it's Shadow Ball and nothing else, isn't it?
Okay, but if we keep this up,
Yeah, just get like two more.
Oh, yeah.
Or like one crit. All right.
oh come on, I think we should fish a little bit more, especially because of the SPDF drops. But
Are they pressure or mirror armor? They're
they are
pressure, right?
pressure, yeah. So we're losing a
Okay.
lot of PP on this, but eh.
All right, just one. All right,
Okay,
there you go.
there we go.
Congrats.
Awesome.
You did it.
Well,
You beat
yeah,
Corviknight.
yeah. That's see, guys. I knew we just paralyze it like a million times in a row if we fade. That was always the plan.
I feel like Thunderwave, despite being nerfed, has gotten better with time. Like, I feel like I see it more often in Scarlet Violet than I've ever seen it in any game ever.
I'd say in singles, it's not what it was in Gen 6. Gen 6 was like the ultimate time for paralysis in general. But in VGC, I can't speak intelligently on that.
Oh, we just spam Thunderwave, bro. Sometimes we Thunderwave ourselves.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's like, geez, we're in Trick Room, but my Mon, if I Thunderwave it with a Prankster Mon, that means I can go first in Trick Room, but then I have a 30% chance to lose. Yeah, let's go for it. And then they go for it, and then they lose.
I'm thinking it's Wo-Chien time again.
It is. Like, they don't have much for it at this point.
Awesome.
Like, you just get free U-turn on, or you get free knockoff on literally everything on their side of the field.
We do need a plan for what happens when the Hydrapple comes in here. I think we're at a good enough spot that, yeah, I was going to say, we're at a good enough spot in the game that we stay in and just click, but I'm really surprised that our opponent did that, but...
You get free seed here, don't you? I guess you could protect, but if they go for a Swords Dance on the protect, it's like not worth it.
Yeah, I'm thinking all right, the decision was made for us. I feel like we just go Treads EQ here. That looks really good into everything. Even if they Terra, they can't kill us since we've got that balloon.
Yeah. And if they want to go into Hydrapple, you just Ice Spinner.
Exactly. We actually don't kill with Ice Spinner here because this Hydrapple's so fat, but we'll do it time. Okay, we just click it. We just click it again. We could knock off here predicting Zama, but I don't think we need to make any predictions. I feel like we're commanding in this game.
Yeah, you can just click the buttons.
Okay, and it comes leftovers. Obviously not what we want to see, but that's fine. I feel like just right into Garchomp on this.
Yeah, just make him take the damage.
Okay, defense drop's kind of sad there. I'm gonna go. I think we go hard gold. I don't want to eat a.
Because you're in body press range now, aren't you?
Ice Fang is crazy. Okay.
Oh jeez.
I guess let's just T-Way. Okay, Drill Cam. Maybe Shadow Ball would have been a little safer. We can go Dragonite here pretty easily, but we might want to save that for sweeping later. It does have Ice Spinner, which is good. Now that we know this Zamazenta's not Iron Defense, we honestly could just stay in here and click Shadow Ball. I kind of like that because we're not going to die. And yeah, I figured it would probably overpredict or not overpredict. That was honestly a totally fair rapid spin. I kind of agree with the opponent there, but we just had no reason to play those games.
All right, but now
now
things are a little more interesting. What's the over under on them EQing so we can go Dragonite and E-Speed?
I think we go D-Knight. I'm doing it. Never tell me the odds. There we go.
Hell yeah. Fair's. You know. Actually, is Dragon Dance a bad play here? Because Zamazenta doesn't get a second defense boost, right? Because I already used it up.
That's correct, but we still can't kill it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Okay, yeah, and then we also would have given the drill a spin, which I didn't want to do. Okay, in comes the Zama. I see no reason to not just go Garchomp again.
Yeah, completely free. And the only recovery they have left on their team is just Regenerator from Hydrapple, which isn't really an issue.
I'm down to click Spikes here if they want to Ice Fang. I think that's totally okay. We could Terra Ghost here, but I think I'd rather save Terra for Terra Steel Bullet Punch in the end game.
Yeah,
and they over predicted too. Oh, this is tough. I think here I'm going to detail.
That's kind of a weird prediction because we have no reason to save Chomp at this point in the match.
Yeah, I think they're just playing desperately. Like, what if they switch into Goldengo and I Ice Fang and I freeze? Which at this
Hmm.
stage, that's kind of how you need to play.
Yeah.
And let's just go gold. That's a safe way to start, and we can just click Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
Hydrapple's super Fizz Def, but is not going to take a Make It Rain well at all. Yeah, this is a super dominant game. This is over. Oh boy, knockoff is not doing anything.
Yeah, and that's game.
Wonder if we'll kill directly with Make It Rain.
I think
I
from
think we
this range
do.
you should.
Goldengo is busted. I know this thing in doubles, Make It Rain hits both sides. That's like,
Hmm.
that's criminal stuff.
Yeah. Make it rain's base power is like 120, right?
It's, oh, whoops. So I tried to cancel and then I realized, because I was like, oh, we should probably fix that whole Corviknight thing. But we didn't run into a
Oh, yeah.
Corviknight, so it's fine. But we'll remember that for next time.
Yeah. So in doubles, if you don't know, there is a decrease on power and spread moves. So 120, if it's a spread move, it gets cut down to 75% if it hits more than one Pokemon. So Make It Rain is actually a 90 base power attack into both Pokemon. So it's just like souped up Flash Cannon to individual targets.
Yeah, which is still wild. Like
Yeah.
75%. Like I would think it would be. I mean, I did know that little fact, but if I didn't, I would imagine it's like 60%, like almost halving it. But to have still
Hmm.
75% of the power and hit both, that is pretty wild. Okay.
That is Iron Valiant. I bet you wish you still had the Tentacruel, didn't you?
No, because it's a Tentacruel and
That's true.
it's garbage and it would do nothing.
Is it that bad that like it doesn't even do well into Iron Valiant?
It does do well into so there's Terra Electric which beats it, and then there's Psy Shock which beats it, and
They
then
actually run Terra Electric.
they do, yeah. They run Calm Mind, Terra Electric, Thunderbolt because it gets
You
past
gotta
stuff like
kill this
Moltres,
Pokemon.
and yeah, it's pretty scary. But okay, let's see what we got here. Hazards look great. I'm not really sure. I don't love Wo-Chien, but I will say if we Terra Poison Wo-Chien, we can sit on Amoonguss for years. But then they just Terra Goldango and wall us forever. So I don't think
Yeah.
Wo-Chien's great this game.
It looks like Wo-Chien only like can not wall chomp, but it can like switch into chomp and switch into Amoonguss, and that's
Our
basically it.
Treads looks amazing here. Like not just as removal, but an actual progress maker, which is great.
Yeah.
I think I just want to lead with Wo-Chien, even though it doesn't look great in the game. I think it's a solid lead, and we can just start off with a knockoff. If we remove Tusk's boots, that's going to be amazing. The other thing we could potentially do. So if the Amoonguss doesn't have Sludge Bomb, we can actually sub up and wall it. Okay, that's awesome. You love to see that.
That was leftovers.
Yeah, so that's good to remove too. Or wait, DT Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb has 16 PP, so we could conceivably subtect and PP stall that.
Yeah.
I'm
Is there any
expecting a
reason not to
switch
just
here.
Seed here.
I think the Amoonguss it's somewhat likely it comes in, but okay, gold comes in. I'd say we just click knock here.
Yeah. You don't get one shot. They're balloon. Even
Yeah.
if they plot, you still have faster mons.
Make It Rain from Modest Max probably doesn't kill us here. I think we just probably click again.
Yeah, we're not getting
Okay.
a lot more value out of Wo-Chien in this game anyways.
Honestly, knocking off their only removal and killing a Goldengo, I'd say that is huge value. I'm super happy with Wo-Chien for that. And this Garchomp,
Alright,
if it's Bulk Chomp, doesn't actually kill us here.
All right, what if you just seed? What if we just seed here?
See, the crazy thing is here, we could actually bring Wo-Chien all the way back, and with Terra Poison, it actually sort of looks amazing here.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's giving me pause and making me think maybe we don't just throw it away. I think I want to protect and see what Garchomp's set this is, and if it's offensive, we might want to switch out. But at the same time, maybe I'm just being biased here and wanting to use Wo-Chien too much, and that's not actually a good idea.
From this position in the game, does Garchomp run Dragon coverage in this format? It does, right? Or is it just
It does
tail?
usually, yeah. But okay, I think we
I guess not
tech.
coverage, but stab. My bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna tech here. If it spikes up, then we can. Okay, Scale
it's
Shot.
Scale
So we
Shot.
see this is Swords Dance. So Scale Shot here with loaded dice is going to be the end of our Wo-Chien. I think we can go Scizor on that, honestly. Scizor looks really good with Terra Steel Bullet Punch.
Yeah, because Terra Steel Bullet Punch. I guess if they're offensive, does Terra Steel Bullet Punch into Extreme Speed pick up on Garchomp? I feel like it wouldn't, right?
Terra Steel, if after a Scale Shot, it kills. Okay, we got lucky, and it missed. Awesome.
Oh yeah, you're fine then.
So it might have a fire move here, and that's why I think we click Bullet Punch, because there's no switch into Bullet Punch, and I don't want to U-turn and then just get Fire Fanged. So let's go for that. And exactly. Okay, so not ideal, but at least we handled that well.
At the very least, now they don't get like this free Scale Shot boost and they can outspeed everything on the team. But I mean, they already do outspeed everything in the team, but you get my point.
Yeah, I say we go Treads here and spin. Get those rocks off the field.
Do you take the Earthquake?
No, but we've got Air Balloon.
Oh, you're right.
That's why I love Air Balloon Treads. It's so good.
These are the nuances of singles. Like, I forget that Air Balloon is an item.
Staying in is pretty bold, but we still outspeed, and now we can click a very free Earthquake. Yeah. Awesome. We could, I think with Terra Ghost here, I think we live Tusk's Headlong Rush. We could Terra Ghost and EQ here if we want to keep Treads around. I think I want to save the Terra Poison for Wo-Chien, though. So I think we normally EQ. Okay, and we do get taken out. Good play by our opponent. I say D-Knight E-Speed. Yeah, we want to kill this thing. Okay, good switch to Amoonguss, and we see leftovers revealed. Makes sense. I'm thinking we go hard Chomp on this. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so Scale Shot does not actually kill us here, is the funny thing.
Really?
But, yeah, but it obviously puts us in a really bad spot.
Yeah, it's also like high potential to crit.
Yeah, we can go gold here and tank a Scale Shot into an EQ. We could also just Terra Ghost this thing right now, but
I don't know. Both options just don't seem great.
I'm doing the gold. Okay, they missed again. We're
my God,
we're
so
incredible. There's never been a better player. So what we really want to happen is at some point we get Wo-Chien in. So they don't know we're Covert Cloak is the great thing here.
Yeah, so you just get like...
We can just recover here.
You take like a free recover, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. And I'm going to try to catch the Tusk coming in here and throw off and make it rain.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't catch the Tusk coming in. It's going to start cursing. We can just go Chomp. And I want to get up a Spike. And... let's Dragon Tail now. We don't want this to be the end of us. That's not good. That's not good. We're officially in just a little bit of trouble. I think we...
Yeah.
Let's check Wo-Chien. Let's check Wo-Chien.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Wo-Chien actually forces this out. I think we Spike here to get the guaranteed kill on... Oh, no. I think Tusk barely just lives. But we'll see. Either way, we always substitute here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we protect now. We Leech Seed. As long as we hit, we're good. And we are now... Wo-Chien is doing Wo-Chien things. This is the vision. We teched here, and it's time to Terra Poison. This is exactly what was envisioned early on. This is what the scrolls foretold. Yeah, because this thing cannot break, and we can slowly but surely wear it down. And we should have been probably protecting earlier for more health. I think we can Leech Seed here.
Yeah, I think at this point they just want to switch for the... Yeah.
And nothing kill... I'm a little worried about Trick, so I think I'll click Protect. Yep. There we go. We can go... Honestly, I think I'd actually rather go Dragonite here.
Yeah, because they lost their only E-Speed resistance, right? So if you go into Dragonite...
Yeah, this is why I wanted to go D-Knight, because I thought the Tusk might try to come in and spin. We shut it down. Beautiful. Okay, so now...
You just go right back into Wo-Chien, don't you?
Yeah. I think we'll go gold first.
Yeah, you go into gold to dissuade them from clicking...
Okay, they didn't do it, which is... I'm surprised, but yeah, we can Leech Seed here. Okay, EQ there was a mistake, actually. They should not have done that, so I'm kind of surprised they did. But we can sub up now. and we can just tact. Like, we do beat you with this. Like, you cannot PP stall us with, or like, we're PP stalling Earthquake very easily here. I think we can Tect again. We're not that low on Protects. And there's Trick again. Yeah. This is... I think, yeah, this is... do we go D-Knight or do we go... I think let's just go Gold because that blocks it. And they said GG. The Wo-Chien did exactly what it was supposed to do.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad that worked out because I thought as the game progressed...
That looked like a bad Wo-Chien match.
I was starting to think I threw by preserving the 20% Wo-Chien, but I'm so happy I did. That was funny.
Yeah.
Guys, gotta like the stream for that. For the Wo-Chien domination. Wait, hold on, let's cancel. I forgot. We gotta make the team not lose to
Oh, yeah, the Corviknight issue.
Yeah, so I gotta say, Dragonite has been consistently pretty unimpressive. I think that's what needs to change here.
Like entirely? Like just a whole new Pokemon?
Yeah, I think we go with something fast over Dragonite. Because we've had issues with... Okay, so what have we had issues with? We've had issues with Darkrai. I think Darkrai, Corviknight are the main ones, right?
Yeah.
So one thing we do want to be aware of is that this team is not very good against fire types. So I'm a little hesitant to just like, ditch Dragonite for something that's like bad against fire. Because we have Wo-Chien, Goldengo, Treads, and Scizor all weak to fire. So I feel like whatever we add in here needs to be, if not a fire resist, at least pretty good against fire types.
Man, you're kind of... Do you want it to, like, outspeed Darkrai, or is it just having a good matchup into it? Like, not the worst option
I think it just needs to have a good matchup into it. We'd also... Yeah, this is tough.
And you probably want to be a special mon, don't you? Because, like, we just don't hit Corviknight.
Yeah, I would think we do want it to be something on the special side. Maybe water. Maybe some water types can. Oh well.
Is Walking Wake the worst idea?
I was actually just thinking about that because we could run like a Boots knockoff set that's really good on Hazard Stack generally. That would also help us with stall.
Isn't that bad?
What's not bad?
Moltres doesn't seem that bad either.
Yeah, Moltres, that would be a fire.
It doesn't help much with like Darkrai, but it sort of patches up the other issue.
One of my other concerns with this team though is speed. We have actually nothing fast. Like the fastest Pokemon is Treads, and I thought that was okay because we had a pretty good defensive core and 2 strong priority users. But if we remove Dragonite and we lose 1 priority user, I feel like we need it to be fast. So we need something that is good against Darkrai, good against fire, and is also fast, which is a really tall order. But
I guess it would be Wake then.
But it's not. Wake is not really fast enough. Like we need something really speedy, or like a Choice Scarfer.
Is Cinderace a terrible option?
Cinderace is not bad. We'd have to run. We couldn't run Court Change. I mean, we could, but we don't usually probably want to since we're stacking hazards of our own.
Yeah, I mean, like banded Cinderace isn't that bad, is it? And then again, we have two banded U-turners there at that point, which is kind of whatever.
Actually, what might be interesting is Blaziken, because it's not fast, but it can protect, and then it becomes fast.
Yeah.
So that
you just run like SD.
Yeah, probably just SD tech to dual stab. Like I don't know if that's good, but I feel like it's worth a try.
Yeah, I don't see why not. SC Protect, Dual Stab.
Yeah, put like Flare Blitz, CC Protect. We want to outspeed Darkrai after 1 speed boost. So that's going to mean we need...
Actually, is there any like Scarfmon we'd want to I guess no, because I guess you would just +2 at that point.
Yeah, we're not going to outspeed Scarfers. That's kind of like a loss.
Yeah, I just realized
cause.
he's 80. I just realized he's 80.
Yeah, I think we can go 240 on speed, 252 HP, and then adamant max. This might suck, but the other thing we could run is Dragapult, which
that doesn't feel great.
I mean, yeah. So it's
into like
it's
Corviknight
not
specifically.
I mean, we'd be running like a Boots pivot set with Hex to beat Corviknight.
Yeah.
So it'd be like Wisp Hex. But
I feel like Blaziken has a little more swag.
I agree. I think Blaziken is definitely cooler, but if it's seeming terrible, we can switch to boring Dragapult.
Yeah.
But yeah, Blaziken.
Would you just do Boots on it?
Yeah, I think. Well, no, Blaziken. I probably just because we're clicking Protect so much, we go Leftovers. Also, some people are worried about having no ground immunity, but I feel like with Wo-Chien and an Air Balloon Treads, I think we're okay.
Yeah, like technically you do have the ground immunity, and Wo-Chien doesn't really care at all.
Also, well, we can go Terra Flying on Blaziken, so we can like cheese and set up on Landorus, which is pretty fun. Yeah. Okay. Let's run this. Let's give it a go. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but it seems pretty funny. Okay, I think we immediately queued up into a team which Blaziken looks pretty good against.
Yeah.
So that's good. Oh, this is Wanawa. This guy is always hanging around. And actually, you know what looks even better is Wo-Chien.
Knock off.
Now we've got we can Leech Seed the entire team. We've got to be a little bit careful about Infiltrate or Dragapult on our substitute. We also have to be careful about, getting Wo-Chien substitute up on something that can't remove our leftovers. But it's still looking pretty good here. Yeah, this is interesting. I feel like I want to just start with Scizor. Because I'm expecting Dragapult. Scissor's not actually that great into Dragapult. I think we still start with Scizor. Good against, it can just click knockoff on something, and if Gliscor leads, it'll definitely protect. So we can then switch into Chomp and start stacking hazards.
Yeah.
Do you ever see Pecharunt in VGC?
It's illegal because it's a mythical.
Oh, nice. Probably just knock.
I wish it was legal though. I really wish it was legal.
Oh no, we immediately get Scald Burn. That's devastating. Well, that really sucks. But it'll probably click Flip Turn here. We can go Chomp and make it take $1 million.
Mm-hmm. $1 million that will ultimately not really matter because regen, but.
Yeah, well, at least it'll come in at like 60 instead of 100 or 70.
Yeah, that's a benefit.
But yeah, that burn is tough. That's really tough.
How common is Cobalion on like sort of stallish teams like that? This isn't like hard stall, but like you see like the stall core.
Never. Like you never see Cobalion. It's not.
Because I was gonna say this looks like really cool tech because the team's extremely knockoff weak, and then you just switch in Justified Cobalion.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. I mean, Gliscor is a great knock absorber there. Like once you get its Toxic Orb, you're fine.
It doesn't need the item, yeah.
So I think we EQ here. I don't think this thing will. Okay, I was gonna say I don't think it'll Ice Spinner, but if it does, we get a crazy amount of damage off. But okay, now that that's happened, probably it's Wo-Chien time. I think we want to at least get up one layer of hazards this game. Okay, yeah, there's Headlong doing 0. You'll love to see it. And I think we just Leech here. Okay, unfortunately, it's one of the Tusks that have knockoff, so that's pretty bad. But we can Leech again. Its last is definitely Rapid Spin, so the good news is Wo-Chien can switch in on this Tusk for free. Now we know for sure. Wow, that was a super risky switch there.
Oh man, if we just knocked again.
I'm shocked. I figured 0% chance Gliscor comes in because if we get the read, that's like you're done. But we can bring in Chomper here. Okay, good. Yeah. So Chomper there was pretty safe because you never just immediately click EQ on the Wo-Chien. And against this team, I think we want rocks more than spikes, so we'll go for that.
Yep.
Going for Flip Turn again is kind of wild there. Yeah, critical hit there, I don't think is going to matter in the long run. It's a little bit annoying because we would have been able to take a great Tusk spin, but now we can't. Um, but actually, no, we wouldn't have been able to take it anyway, so I don't think that really mattered.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Cobalion, that's not a thing. And yeah, I'm still liking Wo-Chien in this game, especially now that the Tusk is so chipped. But it's probably boots, so I think we still have to preserve our Chomp here.
I think so, yeah.
We could go Scizor and just U-turn and see what it wants to do. It's probably Hazard Gliscor. If we knew more of its set, we'd be able to make a lot more comfortable plays here. But I don't know if it's toxic or not is one of the tough things. We could just go immediately into Treads here and click Ice Spinner. That's not a bad play either. I think I'm inclined to do that because I feel like Earthquake here is pretty likely. Yeah. Okay. Good. And let's just do it. Or do we want? We could Earthquake, predicting Mola to come in. I think we go for that. This is kind of a okay. So it does have knock, or it's okay. So that tells me this is a Swords Dance Gliscor, meaning we can immediately just go Wo-Chien fearlessly.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Facade Toxic, but that's not a set. Nobody does that. Okay, awesome. I mean,
this thing is 90 attack. You can 100% eat the hit. The only issue is that
we're subbing on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only issue is that, like, you know, you can't knock it ever.
I'm seeding again. There we go. Beautiful. We can tack tier. Okay, Gliscor, good switch. Let's just click knockoff. I'd really like to get up one more spike. Because then we could... Okay, I guess we have to Leech Seed. Okay, so, okay, the Gliscor is officially going to war with Wo-Chien.
It's going to be a whole thing.
Facade, 32 PP, so we can't realistically PP stall that, unfortunately.
This is where you reveal 5th move Foul Play, right?
Yeah, this is exactly when we do that. Probably we just knock off here. I mean, how much are we taking from Facade? We're taking 60 to 70, which is a good chunk. A good chunk indeed. Are we okay with going down this rabbit hole? Are we okay with clicking knockoff here and taking a bunch of health and then techting again? I think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because chipping Gliscor is always really good. Garchomp will die on entry here, so we can't do that.
Probably Gliscor's definitely faster than like Blaziken turn 1, so I think the route would be like sack Wo-Chien, protect Flare Blitz. No, because I don't think it'd be in range of Flare Blitz.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we'd kill. I think we can sack. I think we sack Scizor before we sack Wo-Chien. So I say we let Scizor go, and then we can go Treads here. And
yeah, because you have an Ice Spinner.
Yeah, I think I want to click Rapid Spin you don't stay in here. If you stay in here, you Terra. We're at the stage where we got to make reads. We got to go for the call outs. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and we can EQ here. We really need damage on this Mola. It's been a huge thorn in our side.
Nice.
Good news is it's AV, so almost certainly not going to have Wish. And Treads is looking super scary here, which is great. I'm going to just EQ. I don't actually think we'll see a Terra come out. I'm guessing it's going to be... Okay, interesting. That's, I think, max Fizdef. We could go Blaziken here and SD.
I don't hate it. They don't have any unaware Pokemon left. or
Yeah,
at
so
all. I mean,
I think this will kind of come down to whether or not the Petulant gets the Malignant Chain poison on us.
hmm I mean, the initial body press is also going to do a decent amount.
Oh, that did a good. I thought they'd go for rocks there, but okay, fair enough. We can just CC here. I mean, defense isn't going to matter. We already don't have enough defense.
Petulant.
Tech tier for health, and then I think we go into Goldengo.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, foul play, that's especially good. It probably can't hit us. Goldengo is actually looking pretty good in this end game here. Yeah, okay, are we finally going to kill the Mola?
Should be. Because I don't have any safe switches to Shadow Ball. You can just Shadow Ball again for free every time.
Beautiful. Mola has finally died. I think we actually live a Tusk Headlong Rush here. Okay, never mind. We do not. We almost live. But the Rocker's dead, so we don't have to deal with hazards anymore this game, which is awesome. So our Garchomp is alive. I think if Tusk comes in, we go immediately into Wo-Chien and click Leech Seed.
Mm-hmm.
The big threat is definitely Gliscor here.
Yeah, because if Wo-Chien hits the field, Gliscor just comes right back out, and it can like get back up to full pretty easily.
Well, we can Leech and chip it down with Knock, so we definitely got to be careful. But yeah, I'm going to go hard Wo-Chien here. And do we Knock here or do we Leech?
I think we always Leech.
I agree.
Don't think,
I don't think there's anything to be lost by protecting. U-turn, that will... So, okay. Let's calc worst case scenario. If this is a choice band Adamant Dragapult,
die.
If it's choice band, we die. If it's not choice band, we don't die. That's the situation.
They went into it pretty quick.
They did. But CB, does CB... I don't think CB makes sense. I think this is Specs.
All right.
Let's see. Let's Leech Seed. It's choice band. So, yeah, because the thing is, this team has so much on the physical side, nothing on the special side. I figured, but... well. We've lost a great hero today. And I think that's probably game. We have... Hold on. There's one last thing we can do.
I was going to say, you can just Swords Dance in their face and, like, hope that they screw up here.
I'm going to immediately Terra. Yep, there we go. And...
All right, this is possible again.
I think we Blitz immediately.
Yeah.
I still think we're cooked, but maybe, just maybe. Okay, Gliscor dies. That's huge. That's exactly what we needed to happen.
I think you have to go crit Petulant.
I think we can just go gold here.
I'm trying to think, like, what do we have for darts?
We've got gold.
Yeah, that's true.
So, okay, this is, let's see. This Dragapult's Choice Band, and it's probably got Phantom Force. Or it also probably has Terra Blasts. Is the thing. So we probably just lose to Terra Blast Ghost here. I think we go Garchomp in any world.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, you go Garchomp here, and then you attempt to double protect on Blaziken.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, 30% chance to win.
Okay, hold up. Well, hold on, but I think we need to do it again. I think we got to go gold here on the Petulant coming in, and then we have to get another double protect.
Are you sure? It's not 2-hit KO Petulant? Probably not.
Okay, we can actually T-Wave here. No, Blitz absolutely doesn't 2-hit KO Petulant. Petulant's taking like 30.
It's like what, like 188 defense? You get a recover here, but I don't know if it's safe.
Oh, it's definitely not safe. I think we do it anyway.
Because regardless, you're in the I need a double protect position, and this is just
actually.
The only one
I think we go hard Blaziken here. Oh, we died.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Was that have 100% chance to die? How did that?
I feel like it did. You don't have a resistance, and Blaziken's not super bulky.
Oh yeah. So we had a 20% chance to die there, but if the para happened, we won because we would have gotten 2 speed boosts. I stand by the play.
Yeah, I think your
Oh,
play was correct. I don't think that was a bad play.
We got DC. But yeah, I think switching Blaziken in there, GG. I think we did our best, but that was... Okay, so Blaziken immediately had a pretty bad showing there.
It has high potential if you just position it well. Like, you saw it kind of happen with, like... You saw it kind of happen where you, like, Swords Dance, and it's like, okay, well, now you just immediately get the first KO of the game, but...
Kind of.
I
like,
don't know
we
if
had
it's
to
incredible.
use Terra to get, like, 1 KO, and then it also just, like, a Petrant existed, and that was pretty much the end. I guess we've only tested it once, so I think we give it another try, but I'm not super impressed with its performance. Yeah, but also, I will say another factor to consider that game, Scizor getting burned immediately was huge. Scizor would have been great there if we had that around, but like burn basically kills it. And most Mola don't run Scald, which is also kind of unfortunate that it turned out to be Scald and burn.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to bust out my walking treadmill so I can get my mind and body in sync for this next game.
Oh, fantastic.
Also because I'm not going to get to go to the gym today.
Mm-hmm.
Life hack for everyone at home. Get a walking treadmill.
Okay, we are facing a team that looks terrible and has no removal. So... I think this is pretty clearly
What? Are you not in like 1800s? What is this?
Yeah, we are. So I mean, not now. We're now in 1792. It looks like, but
yeah, but this is not a 1792 team.
No, our opponent's 1684. I think we just start Scizor. We can click U-turn on pretty much everything. Yeah, unless this thing clicks like Choice Specs, Terra Electric Thunder, we're fine here, and we can just click U-turn. And our opponent has exactly 1 resist to bug. And they didn't go into it. Rocky Helmet can Gambit. Bro, what is this? So actually here, Spike is better than Stealth Rock. So we're going to start with that. And now we rock. Yeah, this is... I think this is going to be a pretty one-sided game. We can go Wo-Chien on Electrode every time. Taunt, like, sure, but, I mean, what are you going to do now? T-Wave, okay, that's pretty funny. But, yeah, I mean, it's not like Wo-Chien getting paralyzed is the end of the world here. I do not understand going into Slowking, but we don't get knockoff because we get double parried. Kind of unfortunate, but probably doesn't matter. Meowscarada, I feel like just probably Scizor. I mean, I expect it'll just U-turn. Okay, interesting. Just bullet punch, die to knockoff is fine.
Yeah.
Just Blaziken, immediate CC is okay. If the Slowking got knocked earlier, this would be even easier, but okay, down it goes. Could have clicked Protect there, but I figured Slowking was a likely switch. Somebody in chat asked, why are spikes better than rocks here? And, okay, we're going to... Okay, we've got a Scarf Hoopa. That's something. But I guess we can just go Wo-Chien and click knockoff here. Scarf Hoopa, that's really something.
That is a set.
Yeah. Okay, well, down goes Electrode. We take, like, 0 from an Aftermath. And we can honestly Leech Seed this Pawmot. Okay, and we see that they're going to Revival, blessing up the... Okay, we're going to get Encored. We can go into...
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we appreciate the Pawmot's nickname?
Evan, I don't get it. Is there a reference I'm not seeing?
Bring me back to life.
Oh, I see. That's fun. So we can just T-Wave this thing here. So it would have regened off a Shadow Ball anyways.
Yeah.
Scarf Hoopa can be answered by Wo-Chien every single time, and it's going to go for a trick, which is kind of crazy, but okay, we can just click knockoff, I believe. Even the funny thing is, we're about to sweep with a Scarf Wo-Chien.
Just knock off, knock off, knock off, knock off.
Yeah, that is pretty much the plan. Okay, there, and we get paralyzed immediately. Sick.
Oh my god.
Let's go for. Okay, we outspeed because of our choice scarf. Oh, but right, I did forget. Guy in chat asking why spikes are better. Because everything is grounded this game. There are no rock weak Pokemon, but there are rock resists. So spike is just purely better. At least the first spike. Okay, and it's just going to do the revival blessing thing again. We can go chomp and get some hazards up, since I really doubt this thing has Ice Punch. And if it does, I don't think it'll kill.
Yeah. It's only got like 105 base attack, I'm pretty sure. Or 115, actually.
Yeah. Now with, it's pretty cool with, it's 115 actually, but it gets, oh, Mach Punch? Yeah, that won't do it.
Yeah, you're fine.
It, with Iron Fist, it's actually really impressive, but oh my gosh, it's a Lychee Berry. What is this, dude? The funny thing is we can actually stay in an Earthquake here. Well,
yeah, you should. It gets triple axle, doesn't it? Like that's the only concern. But
my
I think you'll live one and then they die.
My concern is actually Flower Trick here, like Overgrow Flower Trick. So I'm gonna go into Wo-Chien. I don't think it'll click triple. Yep, I was gonna say I don't think it'll click triple axle because
contact.
Low kick. Please don't get paralyzed, Wo-Chien. Thank God.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it would go for, the triple axle because I don't think it has it, honestly. On a non-Protean set, it's pretty rare.
Mm-hmm.
And we just sack it here, and I think we just win with Iron Treads. This team was super wacky. We can just knock off here. Oh, wow. I'm surprised that killed, but okay. And Gambit, yeah, this is going to be...
Nice.
All right, well, that was kind of a joke. Well, okay, we're back in 1800, so hopefully we won't get any more games like that. Do we want to keep Blaziken around? We could also restructure the team a little bit more and add, like, a separate speedy Pokemon and then bring on Walking Wake.
Who would be like the drop though?
That's the tough thing. We'd probably have to drop.
Because Garchomp's been useful, Golden Gill's been useful, Scissor's been iffy, but it's definitely not bad.
Mm-hmm. It'd probably be Scizor. I think it would have to be Scizor. We'd go like Wake because we need treads for the removal. The last two slots, Blaziken and Scizor, are the most flexible. I guess Blaziken did well that game, so we'll keep him on for the next round. But we'll see. People in chat saying the team's surprisingly good. I disagree. That team got farmed. Like we didn't even have to really think.
I think they're conflating like KOs with being close to winning.
I agree. Yeah.
Because we lost 3 Mons. But like every time we lost a Mon, we knew we were about to lose it, and it was like to do something important with another Mon coming in.
Yeah, if I really wanted to sweat that game and like go for reads and make predictions, we probably could have 6-0'd or 5-0'd, but I sacked Pokemon to safely put us in good positions.
And to get through the game quicker.
Yeah, that too. Okay, we're facing Cheese. It's time to get Psychic Terrained.
This is like stored power stuff, right?
Yeah, the good news is we have a Wo-Chien, which is theoretically pretty good against this type of thing.
Just a straight up wall, yeah.
This is just weird though. I kind of want to lead with Goldengo because I think we can Thunder Wave just about everything here. And indeed he's like the classic lead. So we can just throw off a T-Wave here. And we can't get tricked. And I believe if Hatterene comes in and Magic Bounces, we'll be immune to our own Thunder Wave because of Good as Gold being broken.
Yeah, you should be.
Is Good as Gold and broken as broken in VGC as it is in singles?
This Mon is even stronger in VGC when there's not like a ton of legendaries running around, right? Because it's not only like fake out immune, But so you can't really stop it from doing what it wants, but you also can't taunt it, so that means Golden Go gets to set up for free. You can't
Hmm.
Thunder Wave it, so Scarf Golden Go strong. Like the best
Jeez.
move into Golden Go Snarl. Like you have to click
That's
Snarl, bro.
that's brutal. Okay, well
I guess
I think
knockoff
this
too,
is a
but
pretty clear cut Garchomp. Awesome. I'm actually going to click Earthquake here because I think Hatterene is almost certainly coming in, and I don't want to set hazards on myself. And then we see eject button. Cool. I mean, Scizor is the switch into Kyurem. I don't see a need to deviate from that. Okay, so we see Icicle Spear. That means this is almost certainly Dragon Dance loaded dice. These guys do run Terra Blast Fire. We might get killed by Terra Blast Fire here. But if they want to give up their Terra that early, I think I'm totally okay with that. Because that means our Wo-Chien kind of farms their entire team.
yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad idea.
Okay, and they decide they don't want to go that angle, but we get a really nice one there. I feel like I guess I should have probably informed you first, but go Blaziken, never click Protect on a Dragon Dance Kyurem. And of course, down it goes. The other reason I like it here, we've got to constantly be aware of that Poltegeist, because that can Terra Blast Fighting or Fairy and just destroy our Wo-Chien. So we need to be on guard every single turn to not lose to this thing. So we could go... I feel like we just go hard Goldengo here. Because I don't think a +2 Earthquake from Iron Boulder actually kills us. Iron Boulder is kind of trash.
Yeah, it's a 120 attack, right?
Yeah. Like, Earthquake has a 6.3% chance to kill here. If it even has Earthquake.
Do you want to know how trash Iron Boulder is in VGC?
How trash is Iron Boulder? And oh my god, Mighty Cleave.
Mighty Cleave hits through Protect and people still don't use them.
That's pretty bad. I mean, well,
Yeah.
hold on. Isn't there a move where you can, like, use Helping Hand? Or is it Helping Hand? Or there's something where you can basically use a move twice. Isn't there?
Yeah, it's Instruct, but it's only on one Pokemon and it's not common.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking you could, like, instruct it to hit, multiple things. But if it can't really work like that, then... Okay, so this Indeedee is just being useless. I think we Shadow Ball here because Blaziken's coming in. Yep, there we go. And we can outspeed here, so we can just do that again. This is looks like a terrible matchup for our opponent. Like, I haven't even been really thinking, and our opponent's just getting totally destroyed. So,
Yeah, this is a farm.
This is the scary moment, though. I think we T-Wave. If we miss, we still probably can win. We miss. Okay. We can still probably win, but that is obviously not a good turn for us.
I mean, Wo-Chien doesn't really care about this thing, so...
Well, Terra Blast, I think, kills Wo-Chien at this point.
What's the Terra Blast that it runs?
Fighting or Fairy, so super effective. Yeah, so, okay, do we want to sack Gold? I think we'd rather let go of... Yeah, actually, Gold is a fine sack here, so we can let it go. Oh my gosh, it doesn't have Shadow Ball. We're totally fine now. Yeah, that's brutal. So it's probably like Strength Sap Terrible? I don't know. I think we absolutely just sack Goldango here. We let it go. Let's check Strength Sap and see if that goes through Protect. It does not. So I think we go Wo-Chien here, click Protect, and then we knock off next turn. Because then if it's, we can just go Scizor is the good thing. And finish this off with Bullet Punch. Psychic Terrain's about to run out. Yeah, in retrospect, though, maybe we should have just clicked Shadow Ball on the Poltegeist. But, yeah, we probably should have just clicked Shadow Ball. I think risking the T-Wave miss was not a good play.
Yeah, I guess so. But, I mean, you were just kind of trying to call out, like, them having Shadow Ball in the first place.
Okay, so knowing this information, I think we still have to stay in with Wo-Chien. And I think I'm going to click Knock Off here. Yeah, and it tried to overpredict, and that's definitely good game. So yeah, because once Poltegeist is Terra'd and it's low health, the only way you lose in that scenario is by like going for Leech and missing as it clicks Strength Sap. And leaving its Focus Sash intact. So Blaziken did something that game.
Yeah, it might be. I think you might be right though that we have to restructure the team.
I mean, at the same time, since we've added Blaziken, we've won 2 out of 3 games. So it's
Yeah,
like
we can give it a few more goes.
if I'd say as long as we're winning, no reason to change the formula. But yeah, we probably do want to. If it stops going well, we'll reevaluate.
Yeah.
Just hopped in. Why are there 2 Blazikens on my screen? I mean, what can I say? It's Wo-Chien time. Or I guess, I don't know. Blaziken. Blaziken is definitely not good. I'm guessing it's useless in VGC too.
Kinda. It's had a few moments, but it's all just been like specific teams that like did well in like day 2, but it's not like relevant.
Oh, okay. Well, no removal. So I'm going to lead Chomp. I imagine our opponent will lead with Ting-Lu or Aatrot. Given how many hazard setters they have, I'm thinking this is almost certainly Swords Dance Gliscor. So our old enemy has returned. Okay, and there it is. Yeah, we're just going to hazard stack immediately on this. I think because we have removal and our opponent doesn't, I think the hazard stacking war will benefit us ultimately.
They run Whirlwind in this format?
They do, yeah. I'm just thinking we go hard Scizor here and just click a big U-turn.
Yeah. Yeah, my only concern is them ruinationing again.
Yeah, I mean, Earthquake did about the same.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Oh, and it's Helmet. Okay, interesting. We can go Treads here, though, and go for a Rapid Spin. Looks...
What do you mean fast Scizor? You're a Ting-Lu.
Maybe this Ting-Lu is like Jolly or something crazy.
Could be. I mean, what? It's 45 base speed?
Ting-Lu, let's see. Yeah, 45. That's okay. So we have an insane person on our hands here, but I think we could just go Treads here. Well, actually, we don't want to try to remove quite yet. Maybe we could go Wo-Chien, get up a Leech Seed, start doing that, but I don't really want it to eat Ruinations.
I mean, how psychotic are we?
We're not gonna go Blaziken. We're not that psychotic.
I was gonna say.
Let's do the Wo-Chien thing. We can do the Wo-Chien thing, and now let's just leech. Yo, what? Okay,
Yeah,
this is a super fast Ting-Lu, guys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is the fastest
He kind of
Ting-Lu
gave that
I've
away.
ever
He didn't
seen.
give away Taunt, but he gave away that.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna get hit with Ruination here, almost certainly. Here, I think we're crazy enough to go Blaziken. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So
Hit him with the nasty
we
Swords
could
Dance if you're
CC,
real.
we could, are we real? If we're insane, we could also Terra Flying SD here.
That's what I'm saying, but like...
I think we just click CC. Oh my gosh, that actually would have been the play. We would have been crazy. Okay, Draco, yeah, we can't eat that.
You can just dodge it because you're crazy.
I think we go hard gold on this. Yeah, that's good. So I didn't want to go Wo-Chien because I was a little bit worried about Wisp, but gold covered everything pretty well. And now I think we just click Make It Rain. I think that's because you never go into Samra. You never go into Goldengo here. You always go like Aatrot or something. And we can actually go our Garchomp here and kill this thing. Ceaseless Edge does not get up. Yeah, if you die, you don't get up the spike. So there we go. That's pretty hilarious. I've heard Samurot's terrible in VGC, which is insane because it's so broken in singles.
Yeah, it's just not really... You don't really have a need for spikes in VGC. You'd almost always prefer rocks. So, like, if you were to, like, Ceaseless Edge, it, like, kind of just doesn't matter.
I think we go Treads here.
Yeah, Treads here is in bed.
Gliscor. Okay, perfect. I feel like Knockoff is like a catch-all play here. Covers everything super well.
I mean, they're going to protect regardless, so...
And I'm going to Ice Spinner this time. Okay, awesome. We hit the.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay, going for the.
And they
This
SP'd,
is
man.
this
They
is
just threw away.
insane
They
behavior.
basically threw away their glide score.
I'm gonna rapid spin this time. I'm still clicking rapid spin here. If they want to switch out, okay, this is going great. Like if you want to Terra Normal your Gliscor and kill Treads here, be my guest. But I feel like then you just lose to Blaziken. Yeah, we've got control of hazards. We are looking so good this game. So depending on how afraid we are of Gliscor, we could just knock this Zamazenta here. I kind of like that idea. We could Terra Ghost and knock as well if we don't want to Terra elsewhere.
I don't see a use for Terra anywhere else. Yeah,
I agree. Let's do it. I mean, if we get crunched here, that'd be really sad. Okay, awesome.
Oh yeah, and the resto Chesta, so that's actually pretty big.
Yeah, that's really nice. So gold can
If
come
they
in
ever
here.
rest, if they ever rest, we go into Blaziken and Swords Dance.
So gold comes in here every time, and because we have Covert Cloak, there is a 0% chance of a defense drop. Ever. So this is super free. We can go for a T-Wave now. Awesome. This Zamazenta is in just a horrible state. And do we spam recover until we get a para, or is that not worth it?
I think
that's worth it here because we might end up being healthy for a Gliscor. It could be important. If we don't get it, and I think we keep like 2 maybe. Okay, Gliscor is just going to come in immediately. So Earthquake does not do half here from most Gliscor, so we can Shadow Ball. Okay, what? Sack it. What are you doing? Okay.
That's weird.
So
maybe they're predicting Make It Rain.
They really believe in the Gliscor win here, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna Shadow Ball and now we're gonna Make It Rain. Okay, they're getting double protects. That's not good. But okay, that Make It Rain did a good shot.
It might be time for Terra flying Blaziken.
We already used our Terra on Treads, but we can go Wo-Chien here and we can just Leech Seed. We can just Leech Seed. As long as we don't miss, we're fine here. Wo-Chien, buddy. Okay, good. There we go. That's what you got to do. Okay, and we can knock. We can Tect now. This is we're eating well tonight with Wo-Chien. Because I think we can just win the game with Scizor actually, but we definitely keep. I think sacking gold there is okay, and yeah, just Scizor Bullet Punch now. Okay, Gliscor down. That's the last Pokemon that was any kind of real threat. Unless we get cooked by Dragapult because of U-turn. But I don't think we do. Oh, it's just going to get critical hit. Okay, awesome. We're insane at the game. Okay, our opponent not happy about that. I don't think that cool was genuine.
I don't think it mattered much.
Yeah. I don't think it mattered at all. I mean, because I'm pretty sure Blaziken just came in. And that was actually a 1900s player. So, okay,
yeah, they were top 100.
We're getting there. And we got, someone says in chat, do you think Wo-Chien has the potential to become meta like Alomomola has done in the past? I think no.
Yeah, have you ever heard of this move called U-turn? It's on like half the Pokemon.
Yeah, which is like, and Wo-Chien can tank it sometimes. It actually doesn't take that much for most U-turns because usually people just use U-turn to pivot and they're not on like particularly strong things. But no, Wo-Chien just has too much in the way. Like, Clefable, like you face a Magikarp Clefable, you face a Hydrapple, you face an Amoonguss. Now I know we've like kind of muscled past those Pokemon today, but there are so many random little things that just invalidate Wo-Chien. I think it's maybe viable. Like it could be on some teams it's actually optimal, and maybe our team is one of those. I think we've built around it pretty well, but I definitely don't think it'll be meta. Sorry.
Yeah, and if it was meta, I don't even think it would be this set in particular. I think that you would probably like put Foul Play on there somewhere because you need to like set up Garchomp, set up like Dragonite. You could just always survive the hit, Foul Play, and Revenge KO, and that's like that's like the only set I could see like being used more broadly than this one.
Yeah, I agree. I think that set, Foul Play Wo-Chien, has actually seen some usage on stall teams. But the sad thing, and the reason I didn't want to use Foul Play Wo-Chien is because Foul Play Wo-Chien it's so good on stall, but I think that's the only archetype it really works on. Like, yeah, I think like on a hazard stack, bulky offense, this is kind of best set, but on stall, So yeah, Wo-Chien is viable on stall teams, but that's boring and we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So Terra Flying Blaziken looks insane here.
It does actually. Wait.
And actually, this is a super, like, kind of, I guess, well-known team. It's a U-Turn, Knock, Cudgel, Power Whip, Wellspring, Scarf Landorus, Assault Vest, Glow King. Actually, no, Zama usually has a Kingambit, so maybe this is a different team, but usually the team has those sets. Tusk being the only removal. Wo-Chien actually looks great here, which I'm really happy to see. I think we just start off with Garchomp and click Stealth Rock. Okay, Lando lead is perfect. We might get taunted. If we do, if we get taunted, what's the backup plan here?
I don't know.
I feel like if we get taunted, we go. Treads is good, but I kind of want to save it for later in the game when we could like surprise them with an air balloon. Okay, it's just gonna be Earth Power. That's totally fine. So we could go for Spike here, or we could keep Chomp healthy. I'm kind of inclined to go into Wo-Chien here because we actually don't take that much from Landorus U-Turn. It's doing
you
like
get to throw out a knockoff.
It's doing like 40. Yeah, so we can go Wo-Chien exactly. This Spit-Off drop does not matter one bit, and yeah, let's just knock. Okay. Oh, critical hit. That's not good. That is not good news, but we can probably Leech Seed our way back up. Okay, that's also not good, but that's honestly brutal.
About that Leech Seed.
that was a really, really bad U-turn to critical hit, because if we didn't get critical hit there, we could we'd be healthy enough to click Leech Seed on this. Now, you know, it's not looking so good.
Now it's kind of iffy.
But
what if it just rocks on you?
I think it. Well, I don't think it can. I'm almost certain Landorus is Stealth Rock, because why do you run a defensive Landorus if not to run Stealth Rock on it?
Yeah.
So I think we can protect here for a little bit of health. No, what? What? What are you doing? This makes no sense to me. I'm so confused. I'm so confused by that. But you either Rapid Spin or Ice Spinner here, so we can go into gold. I don't think you ever click Headlong Rush because it doesn't kill. But that's wild. Actually, something else we should have calced. See how much damage Wo-Chien. I can't believe we could have done it there. That knockoff damage indicates defensive Tusk. So this is like max HP. So that's good to know as well. Yeah, I guess let's go gold here. Okay, what? That was like the only wrong play, was clicking Stealth Rock again for some reason. This is insane.
Why would they click Stealth Rock again? What does that even do?
Okay, well, the Tusk is dead. The bad news is our Goldengo is really weak. So Zamazenta just got a lot scarier.
Sorry, I'm baffled by the double Stealth Rock.
I am also very confused. Yeah, like Ice Spinner there made a lot of sense. Rapid Spin I can get.
Mm-hmm.
But like, who runs a defensive Landorus plus a Stealth Rock Great Tusk? I almost wonder if this was like a mistake in the builder and they forgot to. Like, I'm so confused. I think it's time to Treads. Like, this seems like the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. Because
they're thinking a ground move is so free. Bam. And do we want to? I think we spin here.
Yeah. There's no reason not to.
I mean, like, we could Ice Spinner, but there's a good chance the Wellspring comes in.
And I mean, Knock doesn't do anything to the Wellspring anyways.
What elo? Our opponent's is 1605. Maybe that's some. I guess we just DQ. I have no idea what our opponent is cooking. They tricked. They gave us a black sludge, and okay. I think I just Ice Spinner here. We can maybe catch the Lando coming in. But yeah, Slowking is super chipped, which is, I don't even know if that's good. I mean, Treads is still valuable this game. We still keep it around because it's still good for, you know, the Raging Bolt. But wow. And also, thank you very much, Meldogs, for the £5. Really appreciate it. Okay, we catch the Wellspring coming in. We do a little bit of damage. So we're going to get Ivy Cudgeled here for sure. We can go Scizor and Bullet Punch. Get it low. Won't kill it, but we'll get it pretty low.
Yeah.
I think probably that's the play. Oh, it went for Horn Leech for some reason. Now we can U-turn.
This is such a strange game.
I really don't understand where. Actually, okay, they might Terra Water Cudgel here is the scary thing, but
I think you still just
So-
turn.
but I think with the Landorus coming in, I'm trying to think here. If they, I think we do just U-turn and they click
'cause,
Cudgel.
like,
What are they
Say,
doing?
if Landorus comes in, you U-turn into Blaziken, you get the speed boost at the end of the turn, you just get a KO.
Well, we wouldn't kill Landorus is the thing. We'd have to Terra Flying. So, but I mean, hey, it all's well that ends well. That worked out.
Yeah.
I think we go Wo-Chien here and just get some leftovers healing back. Yeah, like I have no clue. Our opponent's been playing this game so strange. Like the double stealth rock I can see as a misclick, but not
I
clicking.
mean, it's a Saturday. They could have opened the first beer of the weekend.
I guess like clicking Horn Leech against our team. Like look at our team and imagine being like, yeah, I know what I need to click here.
Yeah,
It's
Horn Leech is going to do great into. It hits 2 of these Pokemon for neutral.
Yeah, I'm lost. Well, okay, we protect again here. If this thing clicks rocks, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, good. I kind of don't want to let Goldengo die because it could be crucial against the Zama, but we've got to go into something here to take this Earth Power. We could also, it'll probably U-turn here. We could go into Garchomp, is the other thing.
I think Chomp isn't a bad play at all.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, yeah, we catch the Lando on the U-turn. It takes a million. Awesome.
Yeah. And now everything is just Earthquake food.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping Zama comes in here because then we can go for a Dragon Tail.
Yeah. On like Iron Defense.
Yeah, ideally. And if it subs, then, you know... What if it subs? I think that's just when we pack it up and say, you know what? It was a good game. Okay, good. They did not... We got it. I think we... This is still so scary just because of Zama, though. This Zama is, like, actually kind of the end if we...
You know what's the end game where Zama isn't the end?
What's that?
When you Terra Flying the Blaziken and Swords Dance.
We still get so smoked by Iron Defense. I think you know that. Okay.
I do.
But
I'm just trying to encourage you to do the thing.
I can admire the effort. But okay, that's good damage there. Yet also, it might not be the right Zama set to beat us. I think we keep Garchomp around for the treads. We've got to sack something here, though.
What's Scizor really getting us at this point in the match?
Bullet Punch. Like, we could come in... Oh, but it actually dies to one helmet, so... Yeah. That's probably the sack, but what do we go afterward? Because Scizor would be what I'd go after the sack.
Yeah, so if you sack the Scizor, that means that you get a free switch into the Blaziken.
I don't... There's so many Pokemon I don't want to let die here.
I know.
Blaziken, I think, does live in Earth Power. Maybe. Oh, this is so tough.
You have 30 seconds.
I think we go Wo-Chien here. And then we double into Scizor.
On like the U-turn?
Okay, we get Earth Powered. Unfortunate, it happens. All right, let's go Blaziken. We can tech here.
Time to do crime.
It's time to Terra Flying SD. And now we blitz now.
All right, so here's what's going to happen. They're going to go into Raging Bolt, and you're going to SD 8 times.
So that's actually... We can tech here, because that... Thunderbolt. Oh, it's leftovers. Okay. But they've used Terra, which is good. So they've burned that resource, which is crucial here. That is good info. We can go Treads, and we can click Knock here. Okay, we get the Slow King. Cool. See, this is where we lose to Zama, is the thing. We can Knock here. Okay, it's... Hold up. It did not do... It did... I think we still kind of lose, though. Go Blaziken.
Yeah, they did just get that off.
Go Blaziken, we can Blitz here has a 10% chance to burn. Kind of cool. Okay, they're actually throwing by making these plays. We have a chance again. Yeah, because now we have a chance again. I don't know what they were thinking, but
yeah, they don't have leftovers. They have to take a lot of damage here. You protect on like the first attack. You go for Flare Blitz.
we can go gold. We can play around. We can go Chomper now and kind of do some shenanigans. If they ID again, we're cooked.
Yeah.
We're okay. We're the best player ever. We are the champions. Okay, so what we do here is we go gold
And
we click Shadow Ball. We sack.
Yeah, you sack the gold. You get
We
in
go
the
Blaziken,
get the speed boost, and then you just win with Garchomp.
Yeah, now here's the thing. I actually don't think we kill, is the trouble.
Okay.
And Wo-Chien...
Hear me out. You can mind game them right now.
Yeah, I think we have to go Wo-Chien immediately. Okay, we did the mind games did not work. I think we lose for sure now.
Now you gotta believe.
Okay, we now have to play Sucker Punch mind games. So
Just
I'm gonna go into
straight
this.
up Flare Blitz them.
I
Just
agree.
straight up do it.
I agree. I think we do it. Okay, we got game done. We tried. Whoops, I misclicked spikes. Okay, gee. Yeah, but we lose this. So, okay, Blaziken has been consistently not awesome. Dragapult there would have saved us against Zamazenta as well. I feel like we have to go Dragapult. I mean, it just looks, it looks better.
Boring Dragapult.
It's not hype, but it's better.
Do you think Specs Hex or do you put Will-O-Wisp?
I'm thinking we go with Wisp Boots set is going to be our best call here. Somebody in chat thought Wo-Chien was banned. I wish. That would be... I mean, like, or not I wish, but I wish it was so good that it was banned.
Yeah.
But it absolutely
I wish it was so
not.
good that bringing it is considered illegal.
Actually, that was so bulky, that Raging Bolt, it would have probably beaten us anyway. But okay, now we've got a good team. No more Blaziken. Now we have a real Pokemon. Okay, and thank God we put on a Boots Pult because we immediately see a Webs team. That is fortunate.
Yeah.
You know what else looks great is Wo-Chien. Actually, Wo-Chien looks amazing against this. I'm a little worried about the Enamorous lead, so I think I want to start with Scizor. The other crazy thing here is we're facing a team with a Cinderace and Webs. Like, what is that?
I don't know. Maybe they... Oh. Wait. I see it.
What is it?
All right. Look, I see what they're doing. Okay, they're going to set up Webs, and they have both a Defiant and a Contrary Mon. They're going to court change them back to themselves. That's a strat they could do.
Okay, so you're right about Superior, but you're not right about Kingambit. Fun fact, if you set your own Webs, we're going to just Bullet Punch. If you set... Okay, yeah, I knew it was going to click Mystical Fire. If you set your own Webs and then court change them and go into a Defiant Kingambit, it's counted as your own Webs and you don't get the boost. It's really sad.
That's so weird.
It's absolutely tragic, but that's how it works. Okay, so here's the crazy thing. If we Bullet Punch here and then Terra Bullet Punch next turn, we actually kill this thing. I'm going to do it. What can I say?
I don't know.
Just, sometimes you just destroy everybody. I think Rocks here. If this Cinderace wants to court change them, we can just set them right back up.
Yeah.
Burn is kind of sad, though. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, Rocks on both sides is a deal I'm happy to take. Happy to take that. I'm thinking hard Goldengo and just make it rain this. It's not really good for anything else. It dodges the glare, and you need to Terra to kill it.
Yeah. You're going to take like 42 this turn. You'll be at like 30. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. And if they want to Terra their Superior, they are more than welcome to do that. That would be great for us. What? That's actually an insane play, but okay. I hope this isn't recover. If it is, we're actually in a bit of trouble. Okay, it's not.
Here, get recover.
It gets synthesis, yeah. Or not recover, but
Oh, okay,
synthesis. So we can go... I'm pretty sure we can just go Dragapult here. Yeah.
Yeah,
we can just go Dragapult. And Darts looks pretty free. If Gambit comes in, we can Wisp it. Treads looks really good in this endgame. Actually, does Hex kill? No, Hex does not. We need to Darts to kill Serpier. In comes the Gambit. It's lefties and it can't Terra, so we just Wisp. Cinderace comes in. It is Libero, so it might Sucker Punch us here, which that doesn't. It has a very low chance to.
Chomp.
We can. We can. I want to save Chomp for Gambit though, for like Rocky Helmet. I'm just gonna eat the sucker. We don't die. Yeah, that was a very high roll. It would have. There was like a 6% chance to die. Okay, we never let this thing set up. I'm clicking Darts here. Okay, fine. I don't care, but I'm never going to let you SD. And we can just go Treads now and EQ.
Yeah, they have one resist, and it's the spider.
Mm-hmm. If we can establish Wo-Chien, that would actually be really good in this endgame. Also, some people were saying that I should have Wisped the Cinderace. A fun fact for you guys. If Sucker Punch fails, Cinderace does not become a fire. It does not become a dark type. It would stay fire and the Wisp would fail. So never click Wisp on a read. I think it's got to be Wo-Chien time. I mean, it looks perfect here. If this Araquanid has a bug move, I'll be super sad, but let's hope it
Even if it does have a bug... Oh, it does not have a bug move.
It probably doesn't. But some of them carry
That
lunge.
might be... That's not specs, but...
No, they just run modest in this tier. They run like, you know... Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep. We're fine.
See it again. See it again.
No, we can just sub here. Serp comes in. I'm pretty sure this dies to a knockoff. Most likely to die to a knockoff.
Should.
And it didn't even break the sub. Beautiful. And we can actually, so this Wo-Chien is EV'd to outspeed Adamant Max Speed King Gambit. So probably we can yep. And we can just wall this forever now. You just click subtext. Nice. This is exactly what Wo-Chien was born to do, is spam substitute on King Gambit.
Incredible.
GG. That was a super dominant game there.
Yeah. I think on that note, I actually have to dip out. I have to get ready for a date.
Okay, well, I hope that goes well for you.
Oh, it's fine. We've been talking for a minute. It's like a double date with our friends.
Nice. Well, yeah, good luck with that. I will then, I think normally we end at about 15 or so, so I'll do, I think, one more game without you. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. It was a lot of fun. And as I said, guys, channel linked in the title. Check it out.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. This is really fun.
All right, have a good one.
I'm learning about stuff like Modest Araquanid and OU. Like, that's not something I knew.
Oh yeah, Araquanid it's like the best web setter. It's pretty cool.
All right, well, I'll see you around. Have a good one.
Thanks. Okay, so guys, we'll do one more game. We'll do one more game here. Okay. So this guy we faced, I think, at least once before today. I think several times. So they do know our team. We got to be aware of that. Scizor looks incredible. So at once I want to lead with it and I don't want to lead with it. I think we do just start with it. Yeah, and we can just U-turn on this. The only way we die here is like a banded something crazy. And okay, it looks like that's not going to be the case. And that's Sash. So I can just go Treads here and let's click Rapid Spin. Okay, gold comes in, fair enough. We can knock this. Okay, awesome. We knock off the Dio. And this thing probably can't kill, so let's just rapid spin. Red card? Like, there's no way you have Focus Blast on this. I refuse to believe you do. Don't freeze us, please. Okay, awesome. This is going really, really well. And we can just click... we can click Knockoff here. Probably Ice Spinner would have been a little bit better. AV Treads is interesting. You don't see that too often. So it probably does have close combat is the only thing about that I guess we got to be aware of and ready for. Part of me doesn't want to lose Treads, but at the same time, I feel like it's fine, honestly. I think Ice Spinner does more than EQ here. So I think we just click Ice Spinner. Damage to this looks great. And they're actually just going to switch into Dio. So I was okay with just taking damage on Tusk so I could set up hazards with Chomp, but I'll totally take that as well. Iron Treads is going just crazy on this poor guy. Yeah, I think Bandana Dawn is on a bit of a tilt, is what I think is happening here. So I'm gonna go. Well, we might see CC come out, so I don't exactly want to go Wo-Chien. I think I'll just go with the same plan as before. And they seem to think I'm okay with sacking Treads, dude. They don't seem to understand that. Yeah. So guys, if your opponent is okay with sacking a Pokemon, they're gonna be okay with sacking a Pokemon. That's like the lesson of this disastrous encounter. Believe them. That's my advice. If your opponent shows you what they prioritize in a game, believe them. That is Specs Curem. Super surprised to see that on this team. I did not think Scizor would die there. Obviously, that's really not good, but it's not the end of the world. We can Shadow Ball here. Probably the H-Rot just gets sacked. But yeah, that's surprising. Did not expect to see Specs Curem today. Gold's going to come in. I feel like... Are we okay with just... No, we're not okay with that. Well, let's just Shadow Ball. Let's just stay in Shadow Ball. Okay, and this thing has Hex, which is extra good for us. And we can just now go Garchomp. And we can EQ. Okay, awesome. So, I think I want to save Terra for Wo-Chien. I think I'm okay with just letting Gold go down here. I don't think it's really that important for this endgame. So we can sack Gold, and then we can go Dragapult. And just Darts. And if it wants to Terra here, that's fine. Okay, it's just going to die to the Darts. Okay, we see it. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to Wisp here. Okay, thank God. Because you really... Okay, never mind. We're not out of the woods yet. We Terra Poison and we click Leech is absolutely what we do here. Okay, and Earthquake is doing that much here, so let's Protect. Okay, let's sub. If we get up a sub, we're good. Okay, we're fine. Okay, it's EQ. It doesn't have Encore, so we don't need to worry about that either. So we're good. I think we can click Knock here, because we can start pressuring it a little bit. Yeah, cool. And now we just kill Treads guaranteed with Garchomp because it has all contact moves. So we're good. Wo-Chien once again saved the game there. And Bandana Dawn is not happy about Wo-Chien. Bandana Dawn is not happy about Wo-Chien at all. GG. I guess we'll go for one more since we started the stream a bit late. And Moxie still on the account, so this game will stay open forever. Oh, and Bognor in chat, sorry, I was locked in on the game, saying, can I get a shout out for my son Tristan? He's watching Pinka with me RN. Hello, Tristan. Good job with soccer, or football, as you guys call it. But yeah, Wo-Chien putting in the work there. Getting past a Terra Blast Flying Dragonite. How about that? How about that, right? Come on. Yeah, Wo-Chien has actually... It's been performing pretty well. Okay, this is a team... I think it's like a Mental Herb... Manaphy, I believe. I think I just want to lead with Scizor here. Yeah, we'll just click U-turn immediately. Okay, wow. Super bold play, just immediately going for that. And we see the, okay, Citrus Berry. Honestly, that's fair that you went for that. That looks pretty good here. So, Goldengo probably doesn't die, but it might. Let's check how Wo-Chien's taking an Ice Beam here. Wo-Chien not dying to an Ice Beam. So I think we just go Wo-Chien. I mean, it honestly doesn't look great this game, to tell you the truth. Okay, we're going to get Alluring Voiced. And we can protect here. Actually end up at a decent level of health. And we could go Scizor here. It's a bit of a hard read, though. I think we do it. Let's go Scizor. Okay, awesome. That worked out. And now I'm going to go Ult on the Surf. Okay, we're gaming. And now we can click darts. Whew. Woo-wee. Okay, that was a fun one. All right, that darts is doing what's expected of max HP. Let's throw off a Wisp. Awesome. This is going amazing. Let's bring in Chomp and let's get those hazards started. Maybe we get taunted here. Awesome, we don't. Let's go for spikes. This has been an incredibly successful game. Wow. Okay, Boots Darkrai, super scary here. Really, really scary here. Not what you want to see at all. I hesitate to go into anything, but I think we can go hard Scizor. Okay, Dark Pulse, good read. Let's, problem is Landorus is probably just gonna come in. But let's Bullet Punch anyway. Okay, yeah, Landorus does come in and do the thing, but that's fine. We can go Treads here, and we can Rapid Spin. If Gold comes in, Gold comes in. Probably Mana Sack. Wow, you don't sack Mana. You just let it go. That's shocking. I'm really surprised to see that play. I'm very happy, but I'm really surprised. Because this we can just knock off, and unless you're Focus Blast, you actually don't kill me here. So let's see. We see Shadow Ball. That's not going to do it, and we can now just Earthquake. Super weird plays here. I'm not understanding fully what's going on. Yeah, just super, super strange playing. We can go immediate Goldengo on this. We see Shadow Ball come out. I think we're okay burning Terra Fairy on this and then clicking Make It Rain. I don't think we need Terra badly for anything else. Yeah, so let's just do that. Yeah, okay, down it goes. Good stuff. Rye going to come out, and we can Thunder Wave here. Okay, we die to a Sludge Bomb. I figured that would happen. That is totally okay. And I think it's just Dragapult. I think just Dragapult U-turn here is what I want to go for. Okay, great U-turn. That's going to put us into range to kill with darts. What do we want to let go here? Is it Garchomp or Treads? I think it's Garchomp. We could actually go Wo-Chien, because if you have Ice Beam here, that's bad. But okay, cool. We can Tect now. And I don't believe Sludge Bomb kills. Has a chance to kill. Let's Leech. We do not die. Do we get poisoned? We do not get poisoned. We hit the Leech Seed as well. Wo-Chien, you are something, my guy. You are really something. And yeah, let's let go of it. And now we can go Pult here. And we can U-turn. Okay, that was very well played by my opponent. That was super smart. I think we still should be fine. Yeah, I guess I should have darts there. Good thinking on my opponent's part. Well, but then U-turn, it came with its risks as well. Could go Wo-Chien. I feel like I had such a strong start. I feel like I must have messed something up here because it's all of a sudden not looking so easy. I guess I should have maybe knocked the rye with Wo. No, but that wouldn't have really done anything in this situation. I should have probably just gone for darts. I think that was the error. Wo-Chien here can live and make it rain, so we can go into Wo. Actually, no, it cannot. So I think the only option is treads. We got to go treads, and we can click earthquake. And we have to let something die. I think it has to be, because yeah, it has to be Wo-Chien. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to let it go. Goodbye, Wo-Chien. You did a great job. And I think do we want a U-turn here or do we want a darts here? That's the next question. I think we darts here. And then I'm going to click Wisp. We see Terra Bug come out. We get hit immediately. That's not good. Yeah, Terra Bug there, that probably would have done us in any which way. Unfortunate. I feel like I misplayed that. Yeah, I think there must have been some mistake there. So let's go for one more. And then we'll finish the stream. But yeah, I feel like there must have been a mistake because I felt like we were in such a good spot. I guess maybe I just underestimated how big of a threat that Darkrai really was. Yeah, anyway, though. HF, here we go. Hazards look okay. Zama's scary as always. Let's lead with Garchomp. Try to get up one rock. Cinderace can court change later. Okay, totally works fine. That is pretty offensive, not banded, but that's pretty offensive. We can go into treads here and just go for a knockoff. Yep, hit the Rotom very well. That's interesting. That is a very offensive Rotom. So I'm inclined to go. I don't want to get T-waved on Pult is the scary thing. We can actually go gold on this pretty easily because that blocks the pain split as well. And we can just go for, I think, Shadow Ball here. Looks good. Hoopa's going to come in fine. That critical hit, based on the fact that that was a critical hit, I'm thinking this is definitely AV Hoopa. It's likely going to be a knockoff here. I think we're fine with letting Wo-Chien get knocked this game. Leech Seed just still looks amazing. Yeah, like Drain Punch is not just going to be doing that much. We can knock here. Yeah, Wheezing is fine. We can Leech here. Awesome. And let's sub. Let's do this. Let's start doing the Wo-Chien thing. And let's Leech again on the switch. Beautiful. We catch the Ace. Let's protect. We can substitute now. Okay, beautiful. We can Leech here. I think the Ace is going to switch. I don't think it wants to take more of that. Yep, sure enough. Now let's Tect. Okay, good rock. We can sub here. Okay, let's Leech Seed. We can't keep this cycle up forever. We're actually totally okay with the Landorus clicking that, though, the U-turn, because we can, as I said, we can just bring Ace right back in. Or we can bring Garchomp right back in. And we can actually go into that here. It's going to take a ton from that. We do want Garchomp to be healthy enough to get up rocks again at some point, though. And I'm inclined to go right back into treads here. Yeah, okay, we get U-turned. Good read by my opponent there. Part of me wants to Terra Ghost Rapid Spin. But I actually am not even confident that that will kill. Or that will survive. No, honestly, so because it's Blaze, right? I think we Terra Ghost spin. This Ace is just so scary. I'm really surprised to see that. I'm super surprised to see that, but good on my opponent for making that play. But yeah, I'm shocked. I thought they'd leave in Ace and Pyro Ball there for sure. But we can go gold here. Let's just go Shadow Ball again. Okay, we get the gold. We get the Rotom into really low health, and we confirm that it's pretty slow, which is good to get confirmation on that. Does Chomp live? No, we can't. We don't want to rock here. If we get up rocks, Wo-Chien looks so scary. Scizor is looking pretty great too. How much is Garchomp here taking from a knockoff? It's probably dying. So let's go Wo-Chien. And let's knock. Okay, I like how we're faster. That's pretty funny. And we can leech now. And let's knock again. I'm surprised to see it staying in drain, but we can tech tier and then we can... Okay, good Lando. Yeah, gotta respect that. That was a good play. Let's go Treads. Covers the U-turn pretty well. And there's no easy Rotom switch this time. Cinderace going to come in this. Pyro Ball, Blaze. No, it's Libero. It's not Blaze. So we can just... Let's just knock off here. Okay, we're going to catch Lando coming in. Let's Ice Spinner. I think that'll actually kill a couple things. Okay, yeah, Weezing going to come in. Fine. Just go gold on this pretty easily. Make It Rain is not able to be resisted at this point. Rotom Wash going to go down. The Scizor is looking amazing. All we have to do is make sure we don't sack our Goldengo to something stupid and lose to Zama late game. It's pretty much the only thing we have to do. Not be stupid. But yeah, this is going to be a Pyro Ball here for sure. Let's go Pult on the Pyro Ball and then Garchomp because we can live anything with that. Cool. And this cannot kill us with a U-turn, can't kill us with a Pyro Ball, can't kill us with anything. So I'm inclined to click Dragon Tail here. We can catch the Landorus. We miss immediately. That's kind of sad. Yeah, that's kind of lame. But we can go Treads, and now we can go for a nice Ice Spinner. Hopefully catch the Zama. We can see what kind of set it is. We can EQ this. If it wants to Terra, that's totally fine. It's neutralizing gas, not levitate, so it's going to eat that Earthquake and not enjoy it one bit. Let's go Wo-Chien. It's totally useless at this point, if we're really honest with ourselves. And let's go for a knockoff. Okay, we see Body Press confirmed. Good to get confirmation on that. Let's go gold and recover. Hoopa's going to come in. Let's go Garchomp and try to kill this thing with a contact move. Good on Hoopa for not going for that. That was smart. It was well done. We can darts here. Okay, Hoopa's going to just get sacked. Nice. I think we can pretty easily just let go of Treads here. I don't think Treads is important in this game. And it's time to go Scizor and Bullet Punch. Okay. Let's Bullet Punch again. Okay, we can go gold now. Let's Shadow Ball once. Yeah, we can just keep clicking Shadow Ball here. And Cinder goes down. Lando's going to come in. Does Scizor live here? I think we go into it either way. This is max attack. Yeah, Scizor's going to live here. So we can just go into this and click Bullet Punch. Awesome. We get the kill. We just Bullet Punch again. Gold comes in. We just Shadow Ball twice. And there's 0% chance of defense drop. I guess I should have recovered there because critical hits can still happen, but 0% chance of defense drop because I'm Covert Cloak. Okay, played that game a little bit fast because I know we're kind of overtime, but hope you guys enjoyed that. Wo-Chien did pretty well. There will not be a Wo-Chien Part 3. I feel like we've probably taken Wo-Chien as far as it can go. This team, as always, will be linked in the description. I think last game I misplayed a bit because somehow we ended up in a bad spot. I guess I think I probably just shouldn't have risked Scizor. Wasn't Hoopa slower than Gold? Probably, but I didn't want to risk it, and I had no reason to risk it because we were in a super dominant endgame position. But okay, guys, thank you so much for attending. I'm going to try to time this right. We will end this stream in 3, 2,